a total, Mr. Speaker, a total of 291 members of this National Assembly have graciously appended their signatures in support of this motion. 291 members. The standing orders require that the mover of the motion does read all the names of the members who are in support of the motion for openness. And I therefore read the name of the patriots, borrowing from Senior Peter Kaluma. Mr. Speaker, I began with myself. The Honorable Ekomas Mwengi Mutusa, yours truly. The Honorable Owen Ya Baya. The Honorable Japheth Nyakundi. Matthias Robi. Kimani Ishungwa. Member for Kikuyu and Majority Leader. Abdul Rahim Daoud. Patrick Munene Dwiga. Eric Wamombi, the member for Madera. George Kariuki. Kili Daniel Karido. Dorothy Mudhoni Ikiara. Mwangi Kiunjuri. Boro Ambore. Elizabeth Kairemia. Edwin Mugo Gishoke. Rindikiri Mugambi. Jane Kagiri. Anne Murada. John Paul Murigi. Gikaria David. John Kirago. Mary Mainge. Alice Nganga. Wambugo Wainaina. Mashua Waidaka. Kuria Kimani. George Kitonga Murugara. Simon Nganga Kingara. John Kiaria Wainaina. Shadrach Mwiti. Honorable Joseph Wainaina, nominated. Betty Maina. Geoffrey Kiringa Waroko. Roko. Gigi Kagombe. Julius Taitumu. Duncan Maina Madenge. Kwenya Dhoko. John Juguna Wanjiko. John Kanyuithia Mutunga. Honorable Junet Mohamed, the leader of minority. Honorable Mohamed Abdikadir. Honorable Yakub Ado. Honorable Richard Ken Chonga. Honorable Ali Wario. Honorable Ruwaida Obo. Honorable Hamisi Chome Abdi. Abdikadir Mohamed. Zamzam Mohamed. Rashid Benzimba. Said Buya. Peter Shake. Peter Masara. Mishi Juma Mboko. Joyce Osogo Bensuda. Fatuma Masito. Mohamed Machele. Aduma Owor. Jerusha Momanyi. Honorable Dr. Professor Gogo Lilian. Millie Odhiambo, the one and only. Honorable Irene Mayaka, my sister. Honorable Dick Maungu. Honorable Joshua Oron. Honorable Walter Owino. Honorable Patrick Osero. Honorable Molfason Barongo. Mark Ogola Nyamita. Tom Ondege. Gisairo Ombane. Oku Kaunya. Rosa Mbuyu. Charles Were. Fatuma Mohamed. Paul Abuor. Badu Twalib. Dr. Charles Ochieng. Caleb Amisi Luyai. Elisha Odhiambo. Farah Maalim. Elijah Memusi Kanchori. Kakuta Maimai Hamisi. Aden Daud Mohamed. Honorable Honorable Wanjala. Honorable Peter Orero. Honorable Martin Peters Owino. Honorable George Peter Kaluma. Honorable TJ Kajuang. Chiforomondo Mwangale. Honorable Donya Doris. Stephen Mogaka. Felix Odiwar. Geoffrey Odanga. Honorable Tim Wanyonyi. Honorable Christine Ombaka, Honorable Hussein Weitan, Honorable George Aladwa, Joseph Oyula, John Bwire, Omar Mwinyi, Catherine Omanyo, Danson Mwashako of Wiper Party, Innocent Mugabe, Charles Nguna, Mwingi West of Wiper Party, Honorable Elsie Muhanda, Honorable J.L. Sunguli of Kilgoris, Honorable Udgun Siad, Honorable Dr. John Ariko, Honorable Tindi Mwale, Otiende Amolo Senior Counsel. Mr. Speaker, the House takes notice that Honorable Otiende Amolo is one of the makers of the Constitution that we are implementing. Honorable Christopher Aseka, Honorable Paul Ekwon Nabuin, Honorable Nicholas Gikor of Turkana East, Honorable Yusuf Mohammed, Honorable Abdgadir Hussein Mohammed, James Koyo, Sarah Paulata Korere, Honorable Umker Arun Mohammed, Honorable John Nikal.
James.
Yes, my sincere apologies. For the correctness of the record, this is Honorable Dr. Professor James Nikal, the member for Seme. Honorable Daniel Manduku, Honorable Mohamed Ado, Honorable Wario Guyo, Honorable Paul Katana, Maurice Kakai Bissau, Emmanuel Wangwe, Bernard Shinyali, my friend Nabi Nabwera, Patrick Makau Kingola of the Wiper Party Mavoko constituency, and Commissioner of the Public Parliamentary Service Commission, very able, voted by members of this House. I thank you in a special way, my senior brother. Honorable Shakil Shabil Hamed, Honorable Aden Kainan, Honorable Dr. Aden Kainan, Honorable Fatuma Jeno, Jeho, Honorable Amina Munyazi Laura, Honorable Gertrude Mbeyo, Honorable Adipo Akwome. Mr. Speaker, if you allow me, I can have a sip of my water.
Go ahead.
Number 134. Number 134, Abdi Omar Shurie, the chairman of the Committee of of this House on Public Debt. Honorable Tom Oluoch, the member for Dagoretti Beatrice Elachi. Honorable Samuel Arama, Honorable Guyo Jaldesa, Professor. Honorable Anton Kibagedi, my brother. Honorable Samuel Atandi, my brother. Honorable Ruth Busia. Honorable Ruth Odinga Busia, the women rep for Kisumu County. Honorable Eve Obara. Honorable Johnson Manya Naika of Mumias East. Kipyegon Joanna, Omboko Milemba, Marwa Maisori, Moses Kirima, Lydia Aiga Mizigi, Adan Aji Yusuf, Mumina Bonaya, Charles Gimose, Mohamed Tubi, Zahir Janda, Clemens Lawyer, Zuleka Hulbal Arun, Lekumontare Jackson, member for Samburu East. Anton Kenga Mpe, ukimwona mpe. Bashir Abdullahi, Didmas Barasa, Malulu Injendi, Geoffrey Mulanya, Frederick Ikana. Mr. Speaker, for completeness of the record, there are names that I have cancelled and I have signed against the cancellation. Honorable Titus Amala, Joseph Dena, Honorable Kivai Kagesi, Honorable Vincent Musyoka, aka Kawaya, member for Mwala, Honorable Fabian Muli, Honorable Caleb Mule, Honorable Joshua Mwalio, Honorable Dr. Rachel Nyamai Kaki, Honorable Nimrod Mbai, aka KPLC, Honorable Dido Raso, Honorable Lekuton of Laisamis, Honorable Chief Whip Silvanos Osoro, Honorable Abdisarat K. Ali, Honorable Abdul Haro, Honorable Mary Emase, Irene Joki, Nebat Muriuki, George Gachagua, Stephen Karani, Gidhua wa Masukuru, Rahabu Mukami Washira, Joroge Wainaina, Elijah Njoroge Kururia, Epuyu Nanok Daniel, Mudhoni Marubu Monica, Kenneth Tungulu, Mudhama Stanley, Joseph Emanthe Namur, Faith Gitau, Cecilia Asieni Ngitit, Pamela Njoki Njero, Rahab Robert Basil, the member for Yatta and Wiper Party. Protas Akuja, Kasim Sawa Tandaza, Pauline Lengimis, Honorable Dr. Robert Pukose, Honorable George Sunguia, Honorable Joash Nyamoko, Kitlai Olentutu, Lea Sankaire, Lemankon Aramat, Agnes Pareño, Gabriel Tongoyo, Rebecca Tongei, Catherine Wambilinya, John Makali of Kandui, John Chikati, Susan of Tharaka Nithi, the women rep for Tharaka Nithi County, Mburu Kahangara, Geoffrey Wandeto, Ronald Karauri, Jackson Koech, Jackson Kosgei of Baringo, Adams Kipsanai, Kagogo Bowen, Jematia Sergon, William Kamket, Catherine Ngalechei, Ruben Kiborek, Kimaiyo Gideon, Musa Sirma, Joseph Kipkarus, Joshua Kandie, Charles Kamuren, John Waluke, Richard Yegon, Richard Kilel, Brighton Yegon, Francis Sigei, Kipngetich Koech, Lynette Chepkoril Toto, Justice Kemei, Nelson Koech, Beatrice Kemei, Joseph Cherorot, Kibet Komugoi, Hilary Kosigei, Benjamin Langat, Mutai Alfred Kiprono, Liza Chelule, Joseph Tonui, Paul Chebor, Fred Kapondi, Lilian Sioi, Naomi Jilo Wako, Faisal Abdi Bader, Alpha Miruka of Bamachoke Charge, Deko Baro, Innocent Obiri, Ogola Gideon, Honorable Sabina Chege, the party leader of the Jubilee Party, Peter Lochakamping of Sigor, Samuel Chemulel, Rael Kasiwai, David Kosing, Titus Lote, Joseph Samal Wamwa, Honorable, the handwriting is sometimes difficult, right? The member for Samburu North.
Eli.
The Honorable
Letipila Eli.
Lelitila Lady of Samburu North. The Honorable Kareke Mbiuki. The Honorable Martin Pepela. Wanami Wamboka. David Ochieng. Ferdinand Kevin Wanyonyi. Gladys Boss Chepkosgei Sholei, the women rep for Sinigishu and my former teacher. Paul Kipchil Biego. Marianne Kitani. Samuel Kiprono Chepkonga. Janet Sitienei. Muge Chepkosgei Cynthia. Joses Kosgei Lelmengit. David Kiplagat. Julius Kipibiwot. Julius K. Ruto. Bernard Kitur. Phyllis Barto, Professor. Oscar K. Sudi. Engineer Oscar Sudi. Dan Wanyama. Honorable Dr. Adagala Beatrice. Amina Dika. Abdi Ali Abdi. Hussein Abdi Bare. Gonzi Rai. Ibrahim Abdi Sanei. Honorable Ker Kasim. Honorable Salah Farah. Karoli Omondi. Robert Gishimu. Michael Mushira. Jared Okello. Jared Okello is my last name, making a total of 291 members. We will be demonstrating before this House that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has grossly violated Articles 10(2)(1)(a), 10(2)(b) and (c), Articles 27(4), Article 73(1)(a) and 2(b), Article 75(1)(c), and Article 129, Subarticle 2 of the Constitution of Kenya, as well as Articles 147(1), as read with Article 131(2)(c) and (d) of the Constitution of Kenya. I will demonstrate to Kenyans that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has violated Article 147(1) of the Constitution and Article 152(1) of the Constitution of Kenya, the most progressive constitution in Africa. Mr. Speaker, on ground 3, I will be demonstrating before this House to Kenyans and to the international community that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has violated Article 6(2) of the Constitution, Article 10(2)(a) of the Constitution, Article 174 of the Constitution, Article 186(1) of the Constitution, Article 189(1) of the Constitution, as well as the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya. Under ground 4, Mr. Speaker, I will demonstrate that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has violated Article 161 of the Constitution of Kenya. I will further demonstrate under ground 5 that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President, the current Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, has grossly violated Article 3(1) as read together with Article 148(5)(a) of the Constitution. Under ground 6, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I will demonstrate that the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua has committed crimes under Section 13(1)(a) and 62 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act, the act that speaks to our nationhood, the act that speaks to our multi-ethnicity, the act that speaks to our society remaining together as a cohesive society. And I will demonstrate with videos, I will demonstrate with affidavits, I will demonstrate with documents that the man holding the office of the Deputy President has violated the same law that he saw to protect in his own oath of office. Under ground 7, Mr. Speaker, I will demonstrate before this House that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has committed crimes under Sections 45(1), Section 46, Section 47A(3), Section 48(1) of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act. Anti-Corruption, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, by using his office to unjustly enrich himself, by using his office to acquire within 2 months properties well beyond 55.2 billion. And Mr. Speaker, I will demonstrate before this House that during the presidential debate, if I may be listened to, Mr. Speaker, that during the presidential debate, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua did declare that he was worth 800 million. We are aware that he's paid slightly over 1 billion, meaning that for the last 2 years, the much he could have accumulated justly is about 24 million. But I will demonstrate before Kenyans that he has properties to himself, the ones that I was able to get in my time of research, worth 5.2 billion Kenya shillings. This is what we call unexplained assets. I will also be demonstrating, this is ground number 7, that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has violated Sections 2, 3, 4, and 7 of the Proceeds of Crime and Money Laundering Act. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that the Proceeds of Crime and Money Laundering Act is one of those laws pursuant to Section 2 of the Constitution of Kenya that we domesticated because of our international obligations about money laundering. And therefore, by proving the same, I will also be demonstrating before Kenyans that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has committed international crimes. Ground 8, Mr. Speaker, I will demonstrate that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya has committed crimes under Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act. The person of the Deputy President is a bully. The person of the Deputy President has been threatening public officials. The person of the Deputy President has carried himself in a manner that brings disrespect to the office that he holds and therefore has grossly misconducted himself. Under ground 10, Mr. Speaker, I will also specifically demonstrate that the person of the Deputy President has committed the offense of gross misconduct in the manner of insubordination, insubordinating the presidency and the Kenyan state. The Kenyan state is our soul. And if you insubordinate the state, you are not worth being a state officer. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, under ground 11, with your permission, when the time comes, I will also demonstrate.
This is a very, very important matter for this nation, Mr. Speaker, that is being exercised through this House. But having said, Mr. Speaker, as you're aware, there are members from our side and members from the other side who have signed to this petition, to this motion, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I wanted to get your assurance as the boss of this House, as the leader of this House, as the Speaker of this House, Mr. Speaker, that the 291 members of Parliament who have signed to this motion, Mr. Speaker, their safety and security will be guaranteed, Mr. Speaker. Because the motion does not end at the tabling, at the notice of motion today. It will go through a process. It will be formally again moved. Members will debate, and members will vote on it. Mr. Speaker, we want those 291 members of Parliament to turn up here the day of voting, Mr. Speaker, without missing any one of them, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have just passed the new Inspector General of Police the other day here, Mr. Kanja. Not really. He must take responsibility as the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Speaker, to guarantee the safety, as the Inspector General of the country, Mr. Speaker, to guarantee the safety and the security of the 291 members. Mr. Speaker, you know this thing. What we are doing is not a small thing, Mr. Speaker. When Trump was being removed, was being impeached in the United States, Mr. Speaker, you know what he attempted to do? And what can happen here, you know, Mr. Speaker? And let us not fight, let us not begrudge anyone, because what the House is doing is constitutional, because the House is just exercising its mandate. It's not doing anything outside the Constitution. There is nothing unconstitutional that's happening in this House, Mr. Speaker. You can impeach a cabinet secretary, you can impeach a deputy president, you can impeach the president if you wish so. So, Mr. Speaker, this is an exercise that is given to us by the Constitution.
We must also protect the system. The IG must protect our president to the hilt. Because you know the kind of a constitution we have. Any reckless thug can decide to change the course of history if, God forbid, anything were to happen to our president. You get my point? And there are people who we have been so worried lately. I get the feeling that they can even have the capacity to plan something like that. Let us make sure this information goes out. Our president must be protected to the hilt until this motion is over. Because if, God forbid, anything were to happen, then we have something much bigger to worry about.
That it shall be out of order to anticipate the debate of a motion of which notice has been given by discussion upon a substantive motion or amendment and all that is said in the standing orders, Honorable Speaker. And I say this, Honorable Speaker, because I know we are in an open and transparent society, and many of us will be invited to media stations to discuss this impeachment motion which notice has been given today. Just to caution members that it will be completely out of order to discuss the substance of the motion in media stations before debate, as is contained in our standing orders. So when we're invited to media stations, maybe we be guarded in what we discuss, so that we do not go into the substance of the motion until we are done with debate. After debate, Honorable Speaker, we are all at liberty to discuss, and that includes, Honorable Speaker, both those who have appended their signatures, like myself, and the other few who have not appended their signatures, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you must direct the Inspector General of Police, who was approved by this House less than a month ago, to ensure that when this House is sitting within the precincts of Parliament, and even outside and including committees of this House sitting, Honorable Speaker, members are secured.
Thank you.
And even in their homes, Honorable Speaker, they are secured. Because, Honorable Speaker, I say this, being privy to the information that I was privy to and you are privy to on the 25th of June, and knowing, Honorable Speaker, that as Honorable Junet has said, we are not dealing with an ordinary matter, we are not dealing with an ordinary man, we are dealing with a black man with a very black heart.